Despite only becoming a professional actor at the age of 57 and a fully fledged star at the age of 64, Buster Merryfield became something of a national treasure in a very short space of time. November the 27th, 2020 is the 100th anniversary of Buster's birth, the perfect occasion to celebrate the life and career of this much-loved star. All throughout his lifetime, Buster never revealed what his real first name was. It was only after his death that we learned he had been christened Harry. When he was born on the 27th of November 1920, he weighed over 9 pounds and was therefore nicknamed Buster, a moniker which stuck with him for the rest of his life. In a 1997 interview, Buster said, "I have a real name, but I'll never divulge it. I was Buster at school, Buster when I met my wife, and all through our 54 years of marriage." When Buster died in 1999, he and his beloved wife Iris had been happily married for 57 years. In 1947, the couple had a daughter, Karen, and it was this happy event that led to Buster temporarily giving up his dreams of becoming a professional actor and sticking with his secure job at NatWest Bank, a position he had held since he was 17. In 1939, Buster's job at the bank was interrupted by the outbreak of World War II. Unlike Uncle Albert, whose naval career was often greatly exaggerated and somewhat patchy, Buster served in the army with great distinction and rose to the rank of lieutenant. Other areas of Buster's real life were also used as inspiration by Only Fools and Horses writer John Sullivan for the character of Uncle Albert. Old Sea Dog Albert would often boast of his boxing prowess, quite apt really considering that Buster was the British schoolboy boxing champion in 1936 and the 1945 Southern Area Command champion during his time in the army. Although nobody was particularly complimentary about Uncle Albert's skills on the piano, in real life Buster was an accomplished pianist. One aspect of Albert's character that was completely different to Buster's, however, was the liking for a shot of rum or a glass of brandy. Buster was teetotal throughout his life and never smoked. In 1978, when he was 57, Buster retired from his position as a bank manager and decided to give professional acting a go. All throughout his banking career, Buster had been an enthusiastic member of a number of amateur dramatics groups and had even formed his own company called the Merryfield Players, directing and starring in a number of productions which garnered him numerous awards. After a few rejections, Buster was finally accepted by a theatre company and was given a few small roles in professional stage productions. This break led to some minor roles in television productions, including Hannah, The Citadel, and Strangers and Brothers.
Sir, I realise bandages are a pressing matter.
Bandages are vital, Dr. Gadsby.
Chalice, sir.
Huh? Oh, yes, sorry.
I'd just like to say that having got Dr. Manson as our first full-time medical officer, it would be far more appropriate for him, and to our benefit, if he pursued his special interest.
I have to agree with Professor Chalice here. It's essential Dr. Manson maintains the momentum of his research.
I entirely agree.
In 1984, Buster had a small role in the drama Shroud for a Nightingale, which also featured a certain Leonard Pierce. Of course, it was the sad death of Leonard Pierce which led to Buster landing the role of a lifetime in the biggest, most popular comedy series in the country. And we'll take a look at Buster's time as Uncle Albert after this special Buster break.
Wow! Cool! Phenomenal! Them Tyrannosauruses is pretty spectacular, but nothing compares to these collectible little devils, the Lost World Popasauruses. They're popping up everywhere. Frightening, isn't it?
The Lost World Popasaurus is free in selected packs of hula hoops, mini cheddars, and skips.
Even Father Christmas needs a break. So why don't you pop down to Rockley Park and find out about a new leisure lifestyle? Looks good, eh? Phone now for an appointment and watch local press for details.
Coming in, Rudolph.
Albert, you don't half look a plonker in that Father Christmas get-up.
I've been down the market letting the kids have a lucky dip. Anyway, that Stanley Baxter geezer looks even funnier, and he gets paid for it.
I should have got a bit here on that vet programme, you know, all creatures great and small.
I always wanted to be a vet.
Well, you're the one with GCEs, Rodney. You could have been a vet if you weren't so worried about where you'd have to stick your hands.
Yeah, BBC One are having a rat on Christmas Day.
Yeah? I don't know why they don't have a turkey like everybody else.
Thank you, Rodney. Here, look at that, that's what we want. Christmas culture, Royal Ballet, doing the Nutcracker.
Yeah, I ain't surprised in them tights. Hey, BBC One's got that film Gandhi on.
There'll be a rush down the takeaways to get the curries in when that one starts.
Be even more rushing about after they've eaten it. An awful lot of these farming programmes on, and now I see that Ben Kingsley's playing a part of a silage manager now.
Derek, that is Silas Marner. It's quite a famous novel, actually.
I see Tenko's having a reunion. Reminds me of the time I was locked up by the Japanese.
There are some good stuff on the telly, though.
Yeah, I know. It's really great. Wait, hey, go and get your own copy of the double-issue Christmas Radio Times. It's got a lovely picture on the front. Touch of class this year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The character of old sea dog Albert Trotter made his first Only Fools and Horses appearance in the episode Strange Relations, broadcast on the 28th of February 1985. The younger brother of Grandad, Albert turned up for his brother's funeral and ended up staying with Del and Rodney for good. Usually when a much-loved character in a long-running series is replaced, the replacement is never as popular with viewers. However, this was certainly not the case with Uncle Albert. Buster Merryfield brought a sense of lovable zaniness to the character of Albert, which contrasted nicely with the dry humour that Grandad used to exhibit. And it's a testament to the acting skill and real-life warmth of Buster Merryfield that fans always have great trouble in picking a favourite from Albert or Grandad. Through his role as Uncle Albert, Buster Merryfield quickly became a familiar and much-loved face on British television, making guest appearances as himself in a number of shows such as Noel's House Party, Surprise Surprise and Family Fortunes. His last appearance in a regular episode of Only Fools and Horses came in the record-breaking Time on Our Hands in December 1996, although he did play Uncle Albert once more in a special Only Fools and Horses sketch for comic relief on the 14th of March 1997. Buster Merryfield died on the 23rd of June 1999 at the age of 78. Despite being a professional actor for a relatively short time, he left a lasting legacy and remains a much-loved and much-missed star to this very day.